Good morning to everyone, student. So our chapter number 4 is completed. We are going to start chapter number 5. That is, what is the name of the chapter is data handling. So in this chapter we are going to start with the definition, then one by one we are going to see the exercise question. So what is the definition? Number 1. First one is data. So what is a data? The information collected in all cases is called a data. Data means क्या होता है? What is the meaning of data? Suppose in your class there is a number of students. 50 is the number of students. And among that 50, 30 is the boys, and how many? Boys are 30 and girls are 20. Total students will be how much? 50. Clear? So these are the data of your class, that individually 30 number of boys is present and 20 numbers of girls are present. So such kind of collections is said to be as collections of information is said to be as a data. Clear? Second, what is a pictograph? Pictograph, everybody know that a pictorial representations of the data is said to be a pictograph. Suppose this data is to be represented in a pictograph. So how to write? We are going to make the picture of a girl, okay, then making the picture of a boy like this. So this is a pictorial representations of the data in a picture form, okay, that is known as pictograph. Second one, third one is a bar graph. What do you mean by a bar graph? So a display of information using a bar of uniform width, their height being proportional to the respective value. It means that bar graph means when we are going to represent the particular information in the graph. We are going to represent the particular information. Suppose number of boys and number of girls we are going to represent here in the year 19, in the year 2021 and 2022, then 2023. So here we are going to represent the class 8 data of boys and girls present in class 8. Okay, so here suppose 2020 to 21 data number of students are 50, then it is increases to 60, then it increases to 70. Like this the data will be there with us. Okay, this data will be particularly given in the question. So when this data is represented by a uniformly width, uniform width means the width of this graph, which is presented in using a bar graph paper. So the uniform width is represented, this one is being proportional to its height, remember. So such kind of graph is said to be a bar graph, which is having a uniform width, okay, uniform width, and their height is being proportional to their respective value. Clear everyone? Then second one comes a double bar graph. Double bar graph, that means in the session, suppose this graph we are going to divide it, as you know that a graph we are having. So number of boys is present as how many? Suppose number of boys is present 10, then the number of girls is present as 20, then again the number of boys is present as 5, here 5, here 15, and number of girls are present as 15. Okay, so this kind of graph is said to be as a double bar graph. Clear? Here the definition is being given. Then what is raw data? When a data is available in unorganized form, that means we are getting a data. Suppose you people are having roll number 1 to 10, okay, and the teacher is going to call the roll number 9 first, then roll number 8, then 6, then 2, then 3. So it is an unorganized form, isn't it? When a teacher is going to call according to the roll number, it is called an organized. When a teacher is going to call the roll number 1 to 10 in unorganized form, that means calling number 2, number 5, number 8, like that is an unorganized data. So that kind of data which are unorganized, which are not arranged. So such kind of data is known as raw data. Okay, using the telemark, by drawing the telemark table, we are going to organize the data. Finding the median, we are going to find arranging the data in the increasing and decreasing order, isn't it? So such kind of data is known as raw data. Now next comes the frequency. So what do you mean by frequency? Frequency gives the number of times that a particular entry occurs. Frequency. Suppose we are having the data 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 6. This is the data. this data we have to organize our telemark. So for that first what we are going to write the number 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6. Okay, then here we are going to mark the telemark and here we are going to write the frequency. So frequency number 1 occurs how many times? 2 times. So telemark will be 2 and the frequency will be 2 itself. Then how many times 2 occurs? 2 occurs only 1 time. So telemark will be 1 and here frequency itself 1. Then again same for the 3. Frequency will be 1. Then here 4 occurs 2 times. So frequency will be 2. Then 6 occurs 1 time. So frequency will be 1. So this data which we are getting is said to be as frequency. Frequency gives the number of times that a particular data occurs in the entry. एक particular data जब occurs होता है वो कितने बार occur होता है, that data is said to be as a frequency. Suppose we are having the number 1. How many times is repeated? It is repeated 2 times, isn't it? So such kind of data is said to be as a frequency. So here our definition up to the 6th definition is over. It is very important definitions to start the lessons. Clear everyone? So dealing with the same, the next definition we are having about histogram. Okay, histogram is a graphical representations of data only, but the class interval is ununiform. It is not uniform. Uniform means suppose I have to make a data. Okay, generally the data does not start with 0. It's directly start with 10, then 20, then 30. Okay, so when we are going to represent a data in a graph, our zigzag conditions will come over here between the x-axis and the y-axis. Here a zigzag bond, that means a line is broken. So such kind of graph where we can see that the class interval is not uniform. So that kind of graph is said to be a histogram. Histogram is that kind of a graph where the class interval is not uniform. Now you will ask me, teacher, what do you mean by a class interval? So dear student, class interval is a data. Generally what we are having, the data we are having 50, 30, isn't it, 35. Like this the data we are having is being given up to the 7th class, but the same data is being given if we are giving this data is given as 10 to 20. Okay, then 20 to 30, then 30 to 40, number of 5, 6, 8. Like this if the data is being given in a graph form, in a box for solving the question, such type of intervals, okay, is said to be as a class interval, where 10 is known as lower class interval and 20 is known as upper class interval. 10 is known as lower class and 20 is known as upper class. Then here 20 is known as upper class, 30 is known as 20 is known as lower class, 30 is known as upper class. Then again 30 in the next interval, 30 is known as a lower class, whereas 40 is known as upper class. So where the class interval is ununiform, not in a uniform way, such kind of graph is said to be as a histogram. Clear everyone? Then next comes a pie chart. Pie chart everybody know, last year also you people had did. Pie chart is also known as a circle graph. It is also known as a circle graph. So what is a pie chart? A pie chart represents the relation between a part and a whole. So what is a pie chart? Pie chart it is also known as a circle graph. By the word circle we can say that it is a circle which shows the relation between a part and a whole. Suppose this one is a 1/4 of a circle. So it represents the 1/4 of a circle to the whole. Whole means only one circle we are having and 1/4 part of a circle is a shape. So this relation which is represented in the form of a circle, which is represented in the form of a graph in the form of a circle, is said to be as a pie chart. Clear? Where relation between the whole and a part is shown by using a circle. So such kind of graph is said to be as a pie chart. Clear? Second is a probability. So dear student, probability means a chance of happening or may not be happening. That means it can happen or it cannot be happen. After, suppose I will going to say that after 2 hours I will be there in your home. Will it be confirmed? Might be while moving from school to to your home, I can go somewhere else, I cannot reach to your home, might be rain will be there, some traffic will be there. No, so within 2 hours I cannot able to, I am not confirmed that within 2 hours I will going to reach your home. So that kind of unconfirmedness where we are not sure but we are trying to do it, such kind of conditions is said to be as a probability where we are not confirmed but try to do it. For example, if suppose I am going to say that in this today's evening we are having rain, can you see whether we are having rain? It can happen because it is a rainy season, or it cannot be happen. Okay, so that kind of condition where we are not sure but trying to do it, such kind of conditions is said to be as a probability. And in a probability we are having a definition, we are having a formula, that is probability is generally represented by P and A, that is probability of an event E. Okay, so probability is equals to number of outcomes upon total number of outcomes. What do you mean by probability is number of outcomes upon total number of outcomes. This is known as probability. Clear, student? So while using these formulas we are going to solve the exercise question. So here our definitions are over. Okay, chapter number 5, that is data handling definitions are over. We are going to see now the exercise questions. So for today, thank you everyone. So good morning to everyone. Here we are going to start exercise 5.1 from chapter number 5, that is data handling. So dear student, we had already completed the definition. The main terms of this chapters is already over. Now we are going to see the exercise question number 1, exercise 5.1. So here is the first question. For which of these would you use as a histogram to show the data? The number of letters for the different area in a postman bags, the height of a competitors in an athletics meet, the number of castlets produced by the 5 companies, the number of passengers boarding trains from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at a station. Give reason for each. So dear student, here we have to give the reason. So what do you mean by a histogram? Histogram means a particular class interval it should be there. It is a graphical representation. What is a histogram is? A histogram is a graphical representations of the data in which the class interval is not uniform. Not uniform, that means it does not start with the 0. So, when we are going to draw a graph, a zigzag line can be appears between x-axis and the y-axis. Such kind of graph which is a zigzag, that means the class interval is not uniform. This type of graph is said to be as a histogram. Clear everyone? Now in this question here it is given 4 conditions is given. First condition is the number of letters for different area in a postman's bag. So can you postman's bag, how many letters are there? Can you divide the letters according to the interval that number of letters from alphabet A is 0 to 10. Number of letters which starts with the letter B is 0 to 20. Can we divide it? No, we cannot divide that because it is impossible. Okay. So for the first question A part, answer is for which of this would you use the histogram? For A part, histogram is not used for this information. That means whatever the data is, whatever the letters whatever the letters a postman is having, that letters cannot be represented in the form of a histogram. So that is the reason. Second B part, the height of the competitors in an athletic meet. So that can be represented by the data because some of the person might be 10% is having 5.5 height, 15% is having how many 5.6 height, many again 16% is having the height 6 feet, like that. So we can arrange that particular data of the athletic heights in the class interval form. So that kind of representations of data can be done in a histogram. So here we can write that histogram is used, and what is the reason? Because the data can be divided into the class interval, that's why it can be represented in the histogram. Since it is said that give the reason, that's why we have given the reason, because the data can be divided by the class interval, that's why histogram is possible for this B part condition. Now the C part condition, again for the C part condition, histogram will not be used, not used. Okay, now the D part of the question, what it is says that the number of the passenger boarding train from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at a station. So for this, the again same histogram is used. Histogram is used, and what is the reason for this? Because the data can be divided by class interval. So understood, these four conditions are being given in the question number 1, and among the four conditions you have to say that which conditions a histogram belongs to and which condition the histogram does not belongs to. And if it belongs to the histogram, you have to give the reason. So our conclusion is that B condition and the D condition belongs to the histogram. The reason is that the data can be divided into the class interval, that's why. Clear everyone? Now we will see the question number 2. So what the question number 2 says, student? The shoppers who can be departmental store are marked as men. Okay, a departmental shoppers are marked as M. Clear? Marked as M. Women's marked as W. Boys are marked as B or girls are marked as G. The following list gives the shoppers who came during the first hours in the morning. So our shopkeepers are there. A shopkeeper is having a shop in his area, okay, in particular area, and the shopkeepers, when he opened the shop in the morning within 1 hour, number of men comes, that is represented by capital M, number of women come, that is represented by capital W, number of boys came to the shop to buy something, that is represented by B, capital B, and girls are represented by G respectively. Okay, the data is given in your book, page number 76, NCERT. Can look the exercise 5.1, question number 2. So here the question says that make a frequency distribution table using a telemark, draw a bar graph to illustrate it. That means here you have to draw a frequency distribution table. So we are going to draw. So here we are having frequency distribution table. So first is that we are going to make a frequency distribution table. In that first column will be, everybody know how to make the telemark, isn't it? So first column is for the shoppers, second column is the telemark, and third column is for the frequency. Clear? Like this we will going to make a data at frequency distribution table. Now shoppers where with men names, then women, then men, boys and girls. Like this the data we have represent, because only 4 type of persons is going to come in the shop, that is men, women, boys and girls, isn't it? Now the data, how many women is represented? Just look at the data and count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like this it happens, and how many data is made? How many women is going to come in the shop? That is 28. So we are going to make a telemark 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, then 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 and 28. So how many total women comes in the shop to buy something from the shop? That is 28 women comes in the shop. Next for the men. So how many men comes? That data you will get from here. Whatever the question is having, that from that question you have to count the number of men. So number of men are 15. Okay, so frequency will be 15. Number of marks in the form of telemark will be 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plus 5, 10. And here is 50. Clear? everybody know how to make a telemark. Then comes number of boys. So number of boys are 5. Only 5 number of boys. From where we got? From the question itself. We have to count the alphabet B given in the data in question number 2. Then we observe that only 5 boys come in the shop. Then for the number of girls, how many? There are 12. 12 number of girls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So add the total together. 5 plus 5 is 10. 8 plus 2 is 10. That means here 20. 2 plus 2 is 4. 5, 6. That means total number of people came in the shop is 60. Clear everyone? So total कितने shopkeepers में to buy articles they come, that is total 60. If you want to cross check, how to cross check? 60 alphabets should be present in the question, that is WWW, GGG, like that it is given a count that letters, it should be 60. If that is coming 60, that means our solution is correct. So this is the frequency distribution table. Clear everyone? In that question it is also said that to draw a bar graph. So dear student, for the bar graph you have to draw a x-axis and y-axis. Everybody know how to draw x-axis and y-axis in a graph paper. Everybody know, isn't it? This is the y-axis, this is the x-axis. Clear? This is the y-axis, this is the x-axis, and here we have to draw a bar graph, not a histogram. We have to draw a bar graph. So drawing the bar graph, we have to use. So here we are having the data. So the data is being used here. So we are going to start with the 0, then 5, okay, then 10, 20, 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30, because not more than 30 we are having in this frequency, that's why. Okay, here shoppers we will write on the x-axis. Okay, shoppers we are going to write on the x-axis. So here women are there, then men are there, then boys are there and girls are there. So here how many women are there? 28 women are there. So we have to draw 25, 26, 27, 28 might be here. So we are, with the help of our scale, we are going to draw a uniform bar of uniform width. Okay. Then men is how many? 15 men are there. So here we are having 15 men's column. So we are going to draw the 15 men column. Then number of boys we are having 5. So number of boys will be 5 like this. Clear? Then number of girls are 12. So 12 comes somewhere here. So here the number of girls are 12. So this thing you have to draw in a graph paper. Remember this particular thing you have to draw in a graph paper. And how much scale you have taken? Scale, that means you need, that means 1 centimeter is equals to how much? 0 to 5 shoppers. So this is the graph. This graph you have to represent in the graph by using the graph paper. You know how to draw a graph paper. So if any doubt is there, ask me through the WhatsApp. Okay. Next question we are having, question number 3. In the question number 3 it is said that you have to tell the frequency, class interval, like data is being given like the weekly wages in rupees of 30 workers in a factory are, 30 workers in a factory are given like 830, 835, 890, like that the data is being given. Okay, and the last data is 840. Using telemark, make a frequency table with the interval as, interval is also given as 800 to 810, 810 to 820 and so on. So we have to make a telemark by using this interval. So first work is to make a frequency distribution table. Frequency distribution table. Okay, first thing is that we have to make a frequency distribution table. So for the frequency distribution table, first column will be class interval. Okay, first will be class interval, then second degree of frequency. Now, after this, we have to draw the class interval is being given in the question itself, that is 800 to 810, 810 to 820, 820 to 830, 830 to 840, 840 to 850, 850 to 860, 860 to 870, then 870 to 880, and 880 to 900, 890, then 890 to 900. Up to here, the class interval is being given in the question itself. So on the other, so on up to 900 it will be goes. Now we have to count the data. The data we should count it. That means how many data? 800 and 800 to 810. So 801, 802, 803 से लेकर के 809. So how many data should be come in the question? 801 to 809 डेटा कितने बार जो 801, 802, 803 like that up to 809, whatever the number is that number comes inside this class interval, but 810 will not come. 800 जो 10 है वो नेक्स्ट रो में कैलकुलेट होगा, नेक्स्ट कॉलम में कैलकुलेट होगा, वो यहाँ पर कैलकुलेट नहीं होगा. Only the data from 801 to 809 data will be calculated, but the data of 810 will goes to the next. मतलब जो डेटा 810 जैसे दो बार 810 आया होगा वो ये सेकेंड इंटरवल में काउंट होगा, वो फर्स्ट इंटरवल में काउंट नहीं होगा. सो 108 से लेकर के 109 तक डेटा वहाँ पर काउंट होगा. 810 डेटा यहाँ इसमें काउंट होगा. सिमिलरली 820 डेटा इसमें काउंट होगा थर्ड में. देन 830 डेटा विल बी काउंटेड इन द फोर्थ, 840 डेटा विल बी काउंटेड इन फिफ्थ. लाइक दिस इट गोes on. So data which is observed as number of data which is present between this interval will be 3. So telemark will be 1 to 3 and frequency is 3. Clear? Then 810 to 820 only 2 frequency will be there. So 2 only one number is present. So 1, then 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So here it will be frequency will be 9. Then after 840 to 850, how many data? 5 data will be present. So here the frequency will be 5. Then 850 to 860, only one data is present. So here the frequency will be 1. Then 860 to 870, the 3 numbers are present. So frequency will be 3. 870 to 880, only 1. So here one data is being present, and the last data is 4. So while doing the total of this, it will come how much? It will become 30. Clear? Now you will say that teacher it coming 30, how to cross check? So in order to cross check, what you have to do, the data is given in the question, that is 830, 835, 890, 810, 835. उस डेटा को कैलकुलेट करो, 1, 2, 3, 4 करके काउंट करोगे तो नंबर ऑफ डेटा 30 आएगा. दिस इज द ट्रिक टू check your answer. Clear? So here question number 3, using the telemark make a frequency table within the interval is over. So here we have completed the question number 6, question number 4 and 5. Question 4 is related to question number 3. So try to do it, and question number 5 is also your homework. So try to do question number 4 and 5. It's a very easy. You have to draw a simple bar graph in that. So dear student, thank you for today.